Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Fabio Cannavaro. Shot, surely!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Eto'o. He's in a great position here. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. Ajax have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's on his own! It's Luis Suarez against the crossbar. Zanetti. And it's Bellingham. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Eto'o! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It's come to nothing.
Ajax are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Bellingham, looking for the run. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, important interception. Schneider, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he's worked it through. Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
A case now of complete control.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of...
Big chance! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Ajax are 3 down and sinking.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Kaká makes a dash for it. Mbappe! Great chance! Great football, shot and save. Nicely weighted ball. Bergomi. Now Kaká. And here's Bale. Aims beyond the defence. It's Bale! Oh, brilliant save.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And it's been taken short. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. This is a gloriously greedy performance. And it's Schneider. And this is Neymar. Vieira. Well, they could break here. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And no, that was never going to make it. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Kaká. Quality ball. Luis Suarez. Oh, good take in a good area. Neymar. Luis Suarez. And it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? Well read, nice interception. Bergkamp. It's Bellingham. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And that has put paid to that. Kaká. Chance here to counter. Mbappe has it in a wide position. Mbappe! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
We'll talk about...
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
No, not the tallest of centre. Cruyff! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Rijkaard clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Neymar. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Pretty robust defending.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Schneider. Marcelo charging forward, the ball at his feet. Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Baresi cuts it out, and it's Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar, he's got away. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking...
He's having a shot! Oh, that is off! Has another go! Goal! Ajax! And Ajax take the lead. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Ajax have broken through. It shapes to shoot! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And the finish! Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Pete.
And it's been given away. It's a sharp pass. Ajax are looking to break at pace. No, that's been intercepted. No way through. Bruno Fernandes. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Baresi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Cruyff. And Cruyff! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
A That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Milan palpably stronger, better, superior.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing to
Luis Suarez! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So could they be onto something here? Lovely, now then.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And it's Hakimi. Now this could be it. It's Dembele! And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Schneider. Cruyff wants to run onto this. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, Red, nice interception. Schneider.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
That ball looks a good one. Tries one from range. There is the genius of Luis Suarez. That is a gem, an absolute gem. And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Ajax now just needing one. Oh, what a mistake! He's Schneider. And the shot! And that's in. It's level again. What a match we have.
Oh, what a fabulous...
And that is indeed the final act. Ajax are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, as remarkable as it is, this is where we stand, an extraordinary scoreline, and it's only half-time. So straight into the second half. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Schneider. And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez! And he's done it!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, that's well spotted. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 15.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Luis Suarez. The ball goes in, and that is not finding anyone. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Ajax perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Fermin is wide and looking to get onto this. And he can thump it away. Oh, this looks sharp. And he welcomes it in. Poor, robust challenge.
Cambio di giocatori.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Gullit plays it short.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Luis Suarez. He's found a way through. Fermin. Rodri is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He is just caressing the ball. He's having a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
O'Shea. Back towards the middle. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nedved. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might...
There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Deftly away.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6. O'Shea. Lascia il campo per il numero 4. Xabi Alonso.
He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Fermin is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Gullit. Shot, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Very much into the last knockings. And it's Luis Suarez. He's being urged to shoot. Fermin. Great chance! Now, that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Well, at least his thinking was very good, Peter. Probably thought he hit the target, judging by his reaction.
He'll try from distance! That is decidedly lacking. Henderson is there, and he can pick it up. 4 extra minutes added on. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Hullet.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Zanetti has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
All hands on deck for this one.
Ibrahimovic looking understandably energised after his goal. Looking for a runner.
And that is that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Luis Suarez, the sharpest of sharpshooters, both for club and country, Jim.
Well, I'll add the word razor sharp to that, Peter.
And of course, when he moved to the Catalan capital in 2014, he became the last piece in one of the most feared attacking front threes of all time.
Absolutely, he made his debut a few months into the season, but didn't really get going until around the turn of the year. I remember their first home game of the new year in particular.
Oh yeah, when he scored the second goal that day, didn't he? Against opponents he would go on to join, and of course with whom he would become a champion.
Tremendous.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Neymar has it in a wide position. Towering header! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
He's having a shot! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Del Piero. Pele. Albert Ferrer. That has been slung wide. Van Bronckhorst with the cross. And it's hoisted clear. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That has ended up in no man's land. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Neymar. Now it's Luis Suarez. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Neymar. Picked out Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
A great leap!
Neymar. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, super find. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rijkaard. Spread to the right. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Del Piero. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Albert Ferrer. Del Piero. Del Piero makes a dash for it.
Decent chance!
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pass somewhat off target. Gattuso. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Neymar.
That was lovely, that.
He's found a way through. And the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Odo. And it's Gattuso. Gattuso. Now Odo. Now it's Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Not the most accurate pass. Luis Suarez. Now, can they get him away? It's been slipped through. Del Piero. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Ajax ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And here's Suarez. Oh, super ball. Baresi deals with that comfortably. Now it's Mbappe.
Has been indicated.
Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good effort. And kept out by the most... And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Ajax will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Terrific effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Mateus, Neymar. Borussia Dortmund disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And now the breakaway. A heavy challenge. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pele. Great vision. And he's worked it through. Now this could be a chance. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Neymar. Threads one in. It's played through for him. Ajax have it back. Can he finish? Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Van Bronckhorst. And he's forced to go back. Gattuso. Rijkaard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Pele. Del Piero has found the net here, of course. Suarez is the guilty party there.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 21.
So we have movement on both benches. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Oh, this is a very good run.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He has found the way through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's quick to return it. And that's a throw.
Substitution for Ajax, number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Ajax will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
Schneider. Coming on the field, number 15.
Ajax perhaps contemplating their next change here. And it's Ronaldinho.
Odo. Substitution.
And he's in on goal. Chance for a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Gattuso. And here's Iniesta. And Bronkhorst. And this is Ibrahimovic, looking for the run. Fermin, renowned for his long-range shooting. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. Fermin. Oh, they could break here. Ibrahimovic. Aimed beyond the defence. Van Bronckhorst.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Borussia Dortmund couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And it's Odo. Now there's a fine ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's there to make the challenge. Van Bronckhorst. Ibrahimovic. Diaz. No, it's come to nothing.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ronaldinho. Bullish header! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Borussia Dortmund now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit?
The end, time is up. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Ajax, they just didn't seem...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Some of the greatest who have played the game have described Frankie de Jong as a player who can define an era. The way he holds on to the ball, absorbs pressure, creates space. There's much more than a passing resemblance to some of the former greats.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Cruyff. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Neymar. Nicely worked. Both sides exercising caution for now. De Jong. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Musiala can see things others simply cannot. Rummenigge gets flagged offside. And a goal kick. Twente are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
And the ball's come loose here. And it's Koundé. And here's Semenyo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Passing nice and... It's Ibrahimovic! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this. That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now they can spring out of defence. Luis Suarez! Now, who's going to be first to this? Koundé. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's been played through. Shot, surely! Goal! Twente Inskade! And Twente score first! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Twente have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And he's intervened well there. Musiala.
Ajax truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Marquez. Threads one in. And beyond the defence. No, not quite on the same wavelength. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Neymar. Vieira. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Musiala.
That's good play from him.
Foot in. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Takes the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Ajax have their second corner now. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
2 added minutes has been
Twente
indicated.
are looking to go forward now. Ibrahimovic with...
Oh, just a keeper now. It's Ibrahimovic!
A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
Marquez wins the duel this time. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Ajax go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the regional police department. Substitution on the field.
We're on the move again.
18,
Ajax really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Number 17.
Yeah. Pedri.
On the field.
Zola.
Number 6.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Number 21.
Shifted it to the flank.
Dembele.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cruyff. And here's Suarez. Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Semenyo going face-to-face with his great rival. Pedri, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Semenyo, and it's Hullet. And he's managed to get free. And they've been given a corner.
Substitution in progress.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Great ball if he can get there. He's got away. No, it's come to nothing.
Neymar clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one.
The attendance
Zola
for this
is a
match
player
was
who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
28,599.
Hullet.
Ajax really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he nearly went all the way.
Semenyo just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Substitution.
Corner number 3 coming up. Ajax have the chance to go the other way. And this is Luis Suarez. Ajax have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. The message is clear, none shall pass. Semenyo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Chance here to counter. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball, and it's Lopez. Ajax do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pedri. Zola. And Van Bronckhorst. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. Semenyo gets into a good position. He has found the way through. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Cafu has the space to scheme. Getting up there! And that could have brought them level.
Suarez absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Showing great feet there. Now that's well seen too. That tackle was certainly sturdy. Baresi has given away a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Ajax could be just about done here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
And here's Zola. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Semenyo, succumbs to the pressure. Hullet is the team's great visionary. Rodri. 5 minutes left on the clock. And this is Hullet.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
It's a really well-measured ball. Tries to pass it through. He's found the way through. Semenyo! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Twente really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Zola quietly revving up.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Yeah. Oh, nicely intercepted.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Baresi. And it's made its way to him. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you reckon it's shot a goal? And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Schneider. And here's Mbappe. Luis Suarez. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
He's found a way past. In with the challenge. Is there any real chance? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mbappe! Ajax leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Chance, surely! And he's stuck it away. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Ajax, can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal, Ajax! And the comeback is complete. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Ajax leading now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal?
Vinicius Junior! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So the lead now is 2.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
DiMarco. Nice control. Reinders. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he was quick to react. Reinders. And it's Lopez. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Lopez. Big chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. That has been slung wide. Schneider. Now it's Cruyff. Threads one in. Fermin. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Shot, and the shot! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Ajax are at the peak, and the shot! Cruyff shifted it to the flank. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Reinders. And here's Mbappe, and it's Bellingham. It's run loose, who's going to get there? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Great ball, and Mayulu! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. DiMarco. Bellingham! Keeper always had the measure of that. Nielsen.
This is the time you need that pace.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. That gets us going once more.
Ajax really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
And here's Mbappe. Spread out to the left. Nielsen. Now it's Luis Suarez. Tries a shot! Well taken goal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nielsen. And here's the chance to counter. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking for options for movement. That's good defending, very good defending. Bellingham. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. To Nielsen, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe on 2 now and looking for 3. Neymar. Rodri. Ball is over the line. And it's Bellingham. Reinders. Probing pass. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Cruyff.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Chance!
Suarez is flagged offside. DiMarco. Spread it left. He's picked his way through. He's on it, can he get away? Vinicius Junior gets flagged offside.
Substitution.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 24, number 7, Thurman, number 6, Bellingham, number
Zanetti.
7, Vinicius Junior.
Nielsen.
Coming on the field.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Number 9, Country.
Al
Number
Kubasi
18,
did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Raphael
And the through
Leao.
ball. Just the keeper in his way. And here's Petri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Corner given. Ajax with the corner, there first. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Pulitz deals with that comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. And Cruyff! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Goulart proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, super ball. Raphael Leao! No way through, so back it comes. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper threw out a limb.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Ajax have their second corner now. Schneider. Ajax are looking to go forward now. And here's Raphael Leao. Raphael Leao. And he shoots! And that's a good finish. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Arda Güler. De Nielsen. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello, everybody, and please join me in wishing...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Como.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling.
Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That is a great pick out. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Snyder! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Roberto. And here's Dembele. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Schneider. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That has ended up in no man's land. Dembele is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's Bebeto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely spread. Dembele. Neymar. Couldn't squeeze it through. Threads one in. It's a loose ball. Now they could break here. And he's being shifted off it. No goals as yet. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now, can they get him away? Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Como have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your... Can he finish? Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cristiano tries a shot! They've scored! And there is your opener. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
He's having a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Serginho. Looking to play him in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Passing is crisp and sharp. Always goal side. Rodri. Neymar. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Bebeto. No way through there. Oh, good spread. That's where it came from. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice interception, well timed. Schneider
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he's got away. It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
denied by an instinctive save.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Ajax are looking to go forward now. Now it's Schneider. Tries from a long way out. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Conte. And it's Conte. And it's Cruyff. For Conte. Aimed beyond the defence. Kante really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Neymar. Conte. Looking for the run. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he was quick to react. Looking for options for movement. Oh, it's Dembele. Baresi getting this one clear. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Please make sure to watch
Ajax
the screen
unable
for
to
an
get back onto
information
level
bulletin
terms before
from the regional
half-time.
police
They trail
department.
1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running.
Ajax can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they...
He leaps for it! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Dembele. That's Bebeto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to play it through. That's an excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target. And that's another good win of the ball. And the return pass. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cannavaro. Cruyff. Schneider. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. Cafu. That's good play. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ajax do have a chance to counter here. That has been cut short. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Ajax clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, what has happened here? Cruyff! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Como needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 22, Schneider. Number 11, Neymar. Number
He won't be happy with that one.
Johan Cruyff.
There's a sharp little ball here.
Lewis! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
That's a decent ball. Can he spark a counter here? Tries to pass it through. Ajax do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Could move up a gear here. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Good ball, good take. Oh, just skips past his man. Cannavaro with a definite foul there.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 9.
Ajax have opted to make another change here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ajax are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
Getting up there! Goal! Ajax! And the comeback is complete!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Well, Jim, there have been quite a few lethal front threes down the years, but this man, Neymar, might have been a part of the best of them all.
I would say so. I mean, they won the treble in 2014-15, so it's hard to argue against that.
In the first season, they played together too.
All three of them had great seasons, but I can't forget that game against the battle-hardened boys from Madrid, where they all scored.
Neymar got the first one, of course. The pass into him looked lucky. It was apparently intentional.
That's what they all say.
Luis Suarez. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Cruyff. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Looking for options for movement. It's Luis Suarez! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Ajax with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely shaped ball, floated through. Bullet! No goals as yet. That is good alertness. Oh, good-looking ball. Schneider conjures time and space where few can. And here's Suarez. That's rather hopeful. Schneider! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And Ajax take the lead. And that is a super goal, a truly super goal.
Look, sometimes when they're hit that well, there's nothing going to stop it. You have to acknowledge the ferocity.
First breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Busquets cuts it out. He's found the way through.
Well, it's not the...
And Cruyff! And he's lifted it over.
Cruyff most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Here's a chance! Great effort, but no way through.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And here's Zanetti. Tries to pass it through. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. He came in hard, very hard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Baresi makes the interception. Cannavaro. Cafu. And that has left him in a heap. That's been slipped through. Luis Suarez!
Oh, split-second reaction.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
This is their second corner of the game. Neymar with the short one. Strokes it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. Now that looks a decent ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Roberto Carlos, Cruyff. Now it's Neymar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rijkaard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into a stride, and they're just not doing that.
And a chance!
And that is the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Ajax are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. The second half is up and running.
Ajax clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Rijkaard can clear it away. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Schneider. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Schneider. Luis Suarez. Shifted it to the flank. Finds himself. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The keeper doing his best to put him off. Goal! Ajax! The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. He made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Ajax with the lead. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, it's come off the upright. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Neymar. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off.
Schneider! Loose ball now, and there's a chase onto it. Oh, he's been caught napping!
Substitution for Ajax. Number 9, Suarez.
Rijkaard
Number 11, Neymar. Number
showing
14,
good feet.
Johan
In with the
Cruyff.
challenge.
Coming on the field, number 20, Ibrahimovic. Number 19, Danielson.
It's Lopez.
Number
He's having a
15,
pop!
Fermin.
Oh,
Substitution
quite a
for
hit
Brent.
and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, perfectly measured that. That's a shade optimistic. Ajax do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Baresi spots it and intercepts. Threads one in. Tries to play it through. Flings it across. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Baresi is very much of the non-shall pass school of defending.
Shot a goal! It's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pelé. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense.
It's Snyder! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent, the way he...
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's...
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Eto'o, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's quick to return it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's picked his way through. Neymar ploughing through the middle. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He won't be happy with that one. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Busquets. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, good spread. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So the game's first significant moment. Luis Suarez! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And here's Eto'o. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi makes a dash for it. He came in hard, very hard. Oh, it's Eto'o! They've got to be quick to recover this. Schneider gets it clear. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neymar, can he finish? Oh, terrible, and he's following up! He's got away with one there.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And we have our very first corner. Goes without saying, that was poor. Well, he can only improve on that one next time. Luis Suarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance, surely! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Great leap!
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. But he's left disappointed. Corner number 2 then. Deftly away. Araujo knocks it out wide. Cafu calmly anticipates. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's on it, can he get away? And he's running through, shot at goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. This is a promising build-up. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Conte, no way through. Now it's Eto'o. Neymar. He's going to be disappointed with that. Eto'o. Messi.
He's having a shot! And it's a goal!
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. It's a searching pass, and that pass just didn't quite work. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Down to business again.
Ajax can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And this is Luis Suarez.
And the shot!
Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's intervened well there. Oh, this looks sharp. Xavi. Now it's Eto'o. He might be in here. Chance! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Barcelona palpably stronger, better, superior.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
No, he's just misjudged that one. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And they've got a throw.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 9, Suarez. Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field, number 20, Ibrahimovic.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but
Number
the
10,
execution was lacking.
Desiree. Substitution in progress.
Now it's Neymar. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ajax perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing his position.
So what would you say is his outstanding characteristic, Jim? What makes him special?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's his winning mentality, that doggedness, that ruthlessness, the desire to win at all costs.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. Now it's Neymar. Conte.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Quality ball. Cruyff. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking to play him in. Neymar finding himself in space. And the shot! What a save by Seaman! Neymar. Kante gets over and intercepts. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Cafu. Ajax yet to have an attempt on goal. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
The Netherlands definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Irwin just loves to go forward whenever he can. Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well read, nice interception. Nedved. Kante does really well to win the ball there. And it's Luis Suarez. Cannavaro. Zanetti. Here's Rodri. Schneider. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace. Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Ajax with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Neymar wins the duel this time. Neymar makes a dash for it. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's Neymar! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
The Netherlands certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Looking for options for movement. Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And it's the Netherlands who take the lead.
The goal scorer for Netherlands,
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Ibrahimovic demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
The Netherlands have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Schneider ventures forward. And it's Ibrahimovic. And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. What a save by Seaman! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cannavaro getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. This is a promising build-up. Irwin. Ibrahimovic. He's beaten the last man. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. There's a quick free kick. It's Ibrahimovic! Off the post! Rodri. Neymar. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Has been indicated.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Rodri has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, crossbar! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Ajax go in at half-time with a game to chase.
We come to you now with a quick request
It's
for
been a
support
pretty
for our
tepid
World
display.
Charity Fund.
They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Away we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Luis Suarez. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's found a way through. It's Neymar! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
The Netherlands appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's a
Great chance! And no mistake. Just one goal in it now. Game on!
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Ibrahimovic!
An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of...
It's Ibrahimovic!
Conte, and they can counter here. Played out to the left flank. That has been cut short.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Irwin spots it and intercepts.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 9.
Ajax can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
11, Neymar. Number 6, Conte. Coming on the field,
This
number
interception,
20,
his positioning was
Ibrahimovic.
spot on.
Number 19,
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Nielsen. Number
Knocks it out
15,
wide. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Looking for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Played out towards the right wing.
He's had a shot!
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Aimed beyond the defence. Ajax perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Ibrahimovic!
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Nedved driving forward. And here's Ibrahimovic. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Zanetti. Ibrahimovic. A heavy challenge. Now he's running away. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, he's having a go!
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Schneider with a real chance here. Great chance here to level it up.
Schneider! Oh, smart
save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic proves just a little bit too strong.
Can he finish? And it's in! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
The Netherlands now in a position far more desirable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Schneider. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Zanetti does well not to be outdone there. And here's Ibrahimovic. No, he's just misjudged that one. Zanetti, the man synonymous with solidity. Now it's Schneider. So what can they make of this? Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's run loose here. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, it's come loose.
And he's let fly.
And the goalkeeper watches it past. Tries from and that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Messi really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Ibrahimovic, nicely spread. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. And now the breakaway. Pull it. Rodri. And here's Schneider. Messi. Pull it. Nicely aimed pass. Played towards the front line. And it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Shevchenko. Cannavaro. That has not gone well. Oh, they could be caught out here. Nesta. It's Seedorf. Pull it. Pull it. Showing good feet. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's hit the upright. And that is well cleared. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Seedorf with the slide tackle there. And here's Schneider.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Messi going forward. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Pinches it off him. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Ibrahimovic. Great defending, strong and determined. Schneider, Neymar, and the shot! And that's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bullet. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cruyff plays it short. Messi. Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. Schneider. Now it's Hullet. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Foot in. Seedorf. Hullet. That is a great pick out. Schneider, who's set up one goal so far. Desai does really well to win the ball there. Nesta. And it's Messi. And here's Shevchenko. Schneider. Rijkaard. And here's Shevchenko. Good chance here! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Wriggles his way through. Neymar has got himself a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Missed by a fraction. Played out to the left flank. A probing pass. And he's had a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, greatly! Oh, it rattles the bar. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Ibrahimovic clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Cafu. Now it's Schneider. Seedorf. Gattuso. Rodri. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Seedorf. Conjures time and space where few can. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. The second half is up and running. Shevchenko couldn't quite force... Takes a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Seedorf clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Shapes to shoot! Pass somewhat off target. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shevchenko. Oh, super ball. Ibrahimovic is flagged offside. Ajax different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
It's Luis Suarez! Now, there's a terrific hit. Looking for options for movement. Cannavaro. Now that looks a decent ball. Gattuso. He has found the way through. Now it's Neymar.
That's good play from him.
Neymar. Now it's crossed into the middle. Chance for a shot! It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Deftly away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Ibrahimovic. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Searching pass he's played there, and he's intervened well there. Ajax perhaps contemplating their next change here. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Substitution.
Ajax have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. And it's Seedorf.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually...
Chance, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Galatasaray have their third corner.
Terrific effort!
He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, that's superb. Cafu cuts out the pass. Pullet. Has to go back.
And he shoots!
That's going to go a long way.
Galatasaray really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Ibrahimovic, always goal side. Conte. Looking for the run, and it's made its way to him. Oh, that's fabulous. And a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Rodri. Oh, this looks sharp. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Galatasaray.
Time for a change in personnel.
Pullet. Number 19, Messi. Number 20.
Now he's got space here. Desai spots it and intercepts.
Shevchenko. Coming on the field, number 22, Pepin. Number 11,
Spread it left.
Totti. Number 15, Raul. Number 21, Romario.
Into the last 5 minutes. Suarez might just make this. Galatasaray have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, this is from...
Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. And right near the end, we have parity.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
Added minutes
That's
has
just
been
as the
indicated.
manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due.
He's had a shot! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Ajax now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Ajax.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Rodri, a key player here, and not just for tactical reasons. This is his 400th appearance for the club.
Well, what a feat, Peter. This really does speak volumes about how much he dedicates himself and keeps himself in top condition for every one of those match days. He's a shining example for anybody with aspirations like that.
Ibrahimovic, he's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Beckham with the... Oh, good effort! No, not the best of headers.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Luis Suarez, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rafael Varane. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Here's Figo. That has been slung wide. Hazard. Seedorf wins the duel this time. Beckham with the cross. He's rising! Harmlessly behind.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Seedorf is there, and he can pick it up. Now it's Beckham. Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tries one from range! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
So we're still where we started right now. Now he's off and running. Desai is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Looking for options for movement. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Defending of the desperate variety. Ajax are looking to go forward now. Rafael Varane. It'll be a throw-in. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, strongly challenged there. He's gone for goal! Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. Lofted it. Oh, great leap! That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Played over towards the opposite flank. Sends it crossfield. And it's Seedorf.
Seedorf really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Now it's Luis Suarez. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Turan has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Beckham. Seedorf. He's a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Desai. And Van Bronckhorst. Desai. To Beckham. And it's Seedorf. Now there's a... Ibrahimovic! Oh, cracking effort.
Ibrahimovic certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Oh, it's come loose. And he's intervened well there.
There
Rafael
will be 1
Varane.
minute added time.
It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Beckham. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Just a quick announcement.
Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
So let's get the ball rolling. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Oh, important interception. Ibrahimovic goes for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's going to go a long way. And it's Rodri. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Ajax different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Flings in across. And he's there to clear it.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Collar. Oh, good take in a good area. Beckham. Ball's gone out of play. An instinctive delivery. Oh, what's he done?
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar. Cross into the box. Header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Van Bronckhorst plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Spread neatly. Ajax do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That's beautifully weighted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's good play. That's good defending. Defending in numbers. Tries to pass it through. Threads one in. That's been slipped through. And he's straight offside. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Passing nice and neat. Azar. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar. Moved on forwards. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Substitution for Bayern. Number 8.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 19, Hazard. Number 23, Seedorf. Coming on the field, number 18,
Cafu.
Adriano.
Just about up to
Number
75
22,
minutes.
Neymar.
The pressing's
Number
intense,
10,
and it's paid off.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Figo. Now it's Beckham.
Feyenoord clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Diaz. Desai goes sliding in. Hullet. And Van Bronckhorst. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution for Feyenoord. Number 3.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field is number 6.
Pass just lacking in accuracy.
Rochdale. Substitution.
Nicely aimed pass. Adriano played out towards the right wing. Pings in, goes for a shot! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he's undercooked that. Ibrahimovic can be a real threat inside the box. Nicely weighted ball. Played in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Feyenoord really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
It's a pretty loose pass. Vigo into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Can he get it through? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Danielson knocks it into space. He's picked his way through. Danielson in towards the back stick.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And that will be the final act. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Frankie de Jong is another brilliant prospect to come out of the Dutch system. He's someone I see as a real pivot in the team, and his position is obviously central and deep in midfield, and he'll be providing the creative and incisive passes.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And here's Dembele, in with the challenge. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Vermi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Lopez. Zanetti. Rodri.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Dani Olmo. And here's Marlon. Eze. Cannavaro does well to get it back. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's Luis Suarez! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ajax with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He'll try from distance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Cafu most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Cafu does really well there. He is strong. He's picked his way through. And it's corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. No goals as yet. That has not gone well. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Ajax have their third corner. Schneider with the short one. And here's Schneider. Dani Olmo deals with that comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Barcelona are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expanded.
And there's the shot!
Off the bar! Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Luis Suarez! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ajax get their fourth corner. And it's been taken short. Now it's Schneider. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Has another go! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
They're up to 5 corners now. And they've got rid. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And it's Schneider. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And here's Cruyff. Vermeer, renowned for his long-range shooting.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rijkaard. Schneider. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. It's Schneider! João Cancelo. And Dani Olmo. Now it's Marlon. Marlon will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. De Jong. And it's Eze. He's going for goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Chance here to counter. Eze! Eze! Goal! Barcelona! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And it's Dembele. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Garcia getting this one clear. Floated through. Tries a shot! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Volunteers for each block, please
Ajax
report to the
finding
staff room
themselves
immediately.
behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution for Ajax, number 13. Rijkaard.
So right back into the action.
Coming on to replace him is
Ajax
number
can really
8.
do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Some really good ball movement. Shot and a chance! And he gets rid in a hurry. Rodri. Neymar. Oh, he's onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now, can they get him away? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ajax do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And this is Gullit. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gullit, and it's Neymar, succumbs to the pressure. Looking for the run, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's put paid to the danger.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
No foul, says the referee. He's found a way past.
No, didn't quite have the weight on it.
That's a cute ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He has found a way through. That is lovely. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's managed to get free. Femi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pull it. It's played through for him, and that has left him in a heap. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 22, Schneider. Number 14,
Cafu can clear it away.
Number 11, Neymar. Coming on the
This is
field,
Ibrahimovic,
number
and he's
20,
running through. He's got a
Ibrahimovic.
goal! Well taken goal. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Ajax restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Koundé. Koundé's cross. And that's the keeper's ball.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, what has happened here? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking to play him in. And that's a throw-in. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Ajax clearly should have gone for the easy...
He's having a hit! Brilliant from Diaz! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters. The movement so precise, and that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff?